What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex. I'm back here with another video, and today we got to talk about Kyle Pitts and why we should honestly just not draft him at number 3. Okay. So here recently, there's been a lot of hype around Kyle Pitts, and Dolphin fans wanting to draft him, and somehow he ended up on the radar. I don't really know where it particularly came from, because we wasn't really even worried about Kyle Pitts like 2 weeks ago, but all of a sudden, like, I'm seeing a lot of Kyle Pitt hype train tweets. And to be quite honest with you guys, it just doesn't make sense. And I think what's going on here is that we are trying to find any excuse or any reason. I think we're just trying to make it interesting. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Real quick, like to shout out to people who like this video before they even heard this sentence. So let's get into it, okay? I think we're just trying to find some type of interesting, like, we're trying to make it interesting when really it's just quite simple. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to draft Penei Sewell, and there's no other, like, there's just no other option or route, okay? Especially now with the addition of Will Fuller to the team. I just want you guys to look at the depth chart really quickly, okay? So when you look at the depth chart right now, you guys will look at the team, and you guys see that we don't really have too many weaknesses. Honestly, I feel comfortable with the addition of Will Fuller. I feel comfortable really at every single position, right? Especially on the offense. Tua, we need a running back, but we're not drafting a running back at 3. That is one thing that we do need. But Parker, Will Fuller, Preston, if you look at the depth that we have, Albert Wilson coming back, Jakeem Grant, I know people hate him, but he's not that terrible. He's not that good. He's not that terrible, though. He's possibly coming back. Albert Wilson, or I said Albert Wilson, Lynn Bowden. You feel me? There's talent, even depth back there in the receiving core. Will Fuller pretty much just rounds that off. Mike Gesicki is a more than capable enough tight end. Nobody ever said that Mike Gesicki was bad last year, okay? I think we all respect Mike Gesicki's talents, but we don't know if he's returning after this season because this is his last year. Possibly, okay? So Mike Gesicki is good. But then when you get to the offensive line, you realize that this is really the only place that we have question marks. And when you have and listen, I don't even like using the term generational talent because I feel like it might be a little watered down. I mean, they're calling everybody a generational talent. They're saying Kyle Pitts is a generational talent at this point. But when it comes to a guy in the offensive lineman that's talented as Penei Sewell, who didn't allow a sack, or, you know what I'm saying, who allowed like 1 sack in his whole college career, right? I hope that's right, but I'm pretty sure like he allowed 1 sack in a lot of snaps, put it that way. When it comes to a guy like Penei Sewell, you have this good of a talent at offensive line. And I'm looking at our offensive line, and we currently have a guy named Jesse Davis projected to start. Michael Dieter projected to start. Austin Jackson, who didn't have a good season last year, projected to start. Right tackle Robert Hunt, who really should be a guard, projected to start at right tackle. When I'm looking at that, I'm looking to say, yes, Penei Sewell is really the only pick that makes sense. Look at the offensive line and look at the rest of our offense. Our rest of our offense looks just fine besides running back, right? So if we're trying to win now, Penei Sewell is the only one that makes sense. Now, I understand drafting Kyle Pitts because if cases Mike Gesicki leaves, but I still don't even understand that because he's a tight end. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just take a look at all the best tight ends in the NFL right now. Travis Kelce, he wasn't even drafted in the first round. Darren Waller was drafted in like the 6th or he was nowhere near the first round. George Kittle, nowhere near the first round. Must I continue to go? I mean, those are the best ones. Rob Gronkowski, nowhere near the first round. I know he's washed now or not the same, but let's just tell you the truth. Tight ends, you're going to be able to find really, really great tight ends in later rounds every draft, okay? Or in the more drafts, okay? Are you going to find an elite left tackle in every draft? Probably not. Now, I'm not saying you're going to find a tight end as good as Kyle Pitts in every draft, but you got a better chance of finding a tight end almost as good as Kyle Pitts or in Kyle Pitts level than you do of finding a left tackle in Penei Sewell's level in any draft, okay? So again, there's questions if any tight end ever is worth a 3rd overall draft pick. And to be honest with you, probably not. There's a reason why it doesn't happen because they're just not worth it at the position that they play. Now, people want to say you can kick him out the receiver. If that's the case, why not just draft Devontae Smith, who caught 1.8K yards last year, okay? Why would you take that chance? If that's the case, just draft one of the elite wide receiver products. that's in the draft right now, and I don't even want to draft them because I feel like our receivers are good enough at this point where I feel like we have to draft Penei Sewell. But if you want to draft a receiver, why not actually draft one of the elite receivers? Why draft a receiver or a tight end in terms to receiver? That really just doesn't make any sense. Again, I don't understand the Kyle Pitt hype really at all. I don't think it makes that much sense. Unless we're obviously going to a 2 tight end personnel, which if we run that majority of the time, then I'll learn that whenever it happens. But again, I don't understand the Kyle Pitts situation. People are saying, well, New England had their really great season when they had 2 tight ends with Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski. Listen, I don't know if y'all know this, but Tom Brady was going to win if they would have gave him anybody. That's proven at this point. You could give him anybody. So using New England as an example for anything is just not good because they had Tom Brady. Any team with Tom Brady is going to be good. It's just a fact. So I don't care what you put around them. I don't care how they built it. Listen, they had Tom Brady. Do we have Tom Brady? No, we can't build like that. It's period. Okay? Let's see if I have anything else to say. So, yeah, I'm not understanding the Kyle Pitts hype. I'm really kind of out on Kyle Pitts. I do think he's an amazing guy. He can go up and catch jump balls. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, that's an ability that I do not care about. The ability to go out and catch jump balls is an ability that I do not care about because we have 3 people that already do that. So the only thing I care about, can Kyle Pitts create separation? And yes, he can. He's great. They say he might be even better than some receivers that create separation. But is he better than Devontae Smith at creating separation? Is he better than Jamar Chase at creating separation? People that actually play receiver at elite level, top prospects. Again, so why would you get him moving to receiver? Right? If you get him, you probably gonna keep him at tight end. If you keep him at tight end, why would you draft him at 3? Doesn't make a lot of sense, okay? Especially now when you have Mike Gesicki, who's already a pretty great tight end, all right? Unless you just don't want to pay Mike Gesicki and then you just want to get in Kyle Pitts and just have another cheap tight end for 3 more years. But in that case, is that worth passing on a potential Hall of Fame Penei Sewell, generational talent, left tackle? Hell no, it's not worth it. Again, if Kyle Pitts was the best player available, and there was no other generational talent, he was the best player available on that board by a mile by the time our pick came, I'm for it. But by the time that pick comes, guys, we'll have Penei Sewell on the board. If Penei Sewell gets taken by number 2, guys, if the Jets get him, all chips off the table. Okay, I don't care who we draft at that point. But if he's on the board, how do you? It's just there's just zero possibility you could. Again, we're gonna make this interesting before the draft. We're gonna keep talking. We're gonna keep on. We might throw in another prospect. We might throw in. At the end of the day, guys, it doesn't make any sense. And again, as people have their pro days and things of that nature, we're gonna be like, oh, this guy's really good. This guy could. Oh my God, what about this? Bro, at the end of the day, when the smoke settles and that draft happens in Cleveland, the only person that's going to make sense is Penei Sewell. That's just the facts about it, okay? I'm sorry I cannot be climatic about it. I'm sorry I can't be like, oh my goodness, who should we draft all the way to the last day? It's just the facts of the matter. It's written, okay? He's the only one that's ever going to make sense. Unless he a freak injury or something happens, obviously. But, yeah, that's just the facts, okay? Again, Kyle Pitts could be the greatest tight end in the world, and again, I still don't understand why it would be worth it. Again, this is not an indictment of me saying that Kyle Pitts is going to be a bust or anything of that nature. I'm just saying we don't need him. Even if he's a better tight end than Gesicki, how much better could he be? I mean, who are we comparing him to? What if he's a Darren Waller type, okay? Darren Waller is a great receiver that can get space, but Darren Waller was drafted in the 6th round. Why can't we just, you feel me? Again, you're going to find another Darren Waller, all right? Now, Penei Sewell, who can I compare him to? A Trent Williams? Trent Williams was drafted hella early. Or who do you want to compare him to? You want to compare him to Trent Williams? Do you want to compare him to Joe Thomas? All these people, they was drafted so early. All the best left tackles, well, majority of the best left tackles, if I go look them up, they was drafted super early. You know what I'm saying? Again, all the best tight ends, you find them. You feel me? Again, I'm not going to say that a dime a dozen, but you can find a tight end, okay? That's just facts about it. That's just the facts of the matter, all right? Not to mention we already got a tight end on the roster that I really like and that is really good, okay? All right, and that was never our problem. All right, so with that being said, I'm out on the Kyle Pitts. You moving the receiver if you want to. We don't need a receiver to be. And then, even then, I don't want to draft a receiver at 3, really. And especially not a tight end turn receiver, because in that case, I would draft Devontae Smith or even Jamar Chase. So, at the end of the day, I'm on the Kyle Pitts. I do understand why some Dolphins fans want him, though. Do understand that he's getting a lot of hype. People saying he's just a one of a kind. Nobody can guard him. He's unguardable. He's too tall for safeties. He's too fast for linebackers. I do understand that, but there's a lot of tight ends like that, and they're really good. I think Mike Gesicki is like that, to be honest with you. I think Mike Gesicki is too tall for every safety. Matter of fact, I know Mike Gesicki is a mismatch for every safety. He called the mismatch. I know Mike Gesicki's a mismatch for everybody. Go look at Mike Gesicki college highlights. I know we look at Kyle Pitts college highlights. Go look at his NFL highlights. Mike Gesicki's a mismatch every time he line up on the field. That's a fact. He might not have the speed of Kyle Pitts, but he's a mismatch. And he's still too fast for linebackers. We already got the, I just thought about that. We already got the, I understand Kyle Pitts is a mismatch for everybody. We already got that. Y'all gonna stop sleeping on Mike Gesicki, man. I'm trying to tell you, all right? Again, Mike Gesicki might not be, I'm not saying Mike Gesicki's Kyle Pitts, but I'm just saying, he already a mismatch. He ain't fast as Kyle Pitts, he ain't good as Kyle Pitts, that's cool, but he do his job, all right? So get in the comment section, let me know what you guys think, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you do but Kyle Pitts, why exactly. Again, if he was the best player available, I would maybe want him, but it's Penei Sewell's the only one that makes sense, okay? Like, comment, subscribe, road to